Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about the Verage skincare system. Okay, so let me just get the thing loaded. Okay, can you all see that? Yeah? Okay, so, oh no. Okay, the Verage skincare system. Okay, so I actually first started getting into oils because I was reading about how everything is toxic. So the average woman puts over 500 synthetic chemicals on her body each day. Isn't that disgusting? Over 500. That's crazy. That obviously means that, your shampoo, your conditioner, your face lotion, everything that is like going onto your body, in your makeup and your skincare, everything must have like multiple synthetic chemicals in for you to be putting 500 on in a day. And obviously as women, we are going to be exposing ourselves to more toxins in that way than men, because we tend to use more products to take care of our bodies and our skin in that way. So over 500. So I remember thinking, okay, fine, screw it. I don't want to use anything that's toxic, and there's a bunch of stuff and I don't know what's right and what's not right. So I'll just make my own. And so I had fun doing that. But you know what? I could really only make body butter. But when it came to making anything else, it got really complicated, really messy, and it just did not work very well, because clearly I didn't know what I was doing. And there's a reason why these products are the way that they are. It's because they have chemical compounds and stabilizers and everything to stop it turning into a slushy mess. So body butter is great to make by yourself. It's really fun. But beyond that, I had no idea how to make a cleanser or like an anti-aging face serum or anything else that I needed. Really make my own soap. Couldn't do any of that stuff. So when I was introduced to essential oils and I found out that they had a lot more properties other than just being non-toxic, I was really intrigued about what I could use on my skin. Okay, so what drew me to this line is that it's 100% natural, 100% natural. It contains only natural ingredients, and including, of course, our favorite doTERRA essential oils. Obviously, they put the best ones in there to complement taking care of the skin. So it promotes the optimal lipid balance, that's the fat balance for youthful looking skin. And that sounds weird, fat in your skin, but that's what the lipid balance is. And it delivers results that you can see and feel instantly. So when I first started using this, previously I'd just kind of been using whatever random lotion or moisturizer was on sale. And so I didn't really invest any time or energy or any finances into my skincare routine. And after I used this, I was like, oh, why did I not start using high quality materials on my face sooner, right? Because I mean, aging is something that we all face, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just the way things are. But I mean, if I had been using better products at a younger age, I could have saved my skin exposure to all those toxic chemicals those years in between now. And so if I don't actually have a daughter, but like if you guys have daughters, this is something that you can really have a conversation with them about. You can educate them on this process and include them in, taking care of their own, taking responsibility of their own skincare and healthcare by teaching them how to do research on what's in their products and how to make wise choices. Okay, so the Verage skincare comes with 4 components, and it's way more cost effective to buy them all together in a kit. So that's how I do it. So the first of the 4 steps is a cleanser. So you can do this morning and night. It's great for getting rid of dirt and makeup, and then you follow it with a toner. So it's a gel cleanser. Okay, so it has wild orange, melaleuca, which is tea tree, and basil. Someone was at my house today, and they're smelling my basil oil or basil in England, and they're saying, "Wow, that doesn't smell very nice." But like they do the balance so well that like you can't pick it out. Like it's balanced so well that it doesn't smell like smelling the oil basil. So those help to cleanse and rejuvenate the skin. There's coconut oil and olive oil, but it's not greasy. It's really, really not greasy. It helps reduce water loss and boosts natural sufficiency. Then there's also amino acids and lipids, which helps to nourish and hydrate the skin. So the toner, I really like this because it's a spray toner, so I find that a lot easier than using like a cotton pad. And you can use this to tighten your pores and refresh your face. Okay, and then the third, oh, sorry, toner. So there's different oils actually in each of these 4 products, but they do complement each other wonderfully and they smell great together. So there's ylang ylang and palmarosa, which nourish, revives, and protects the skin. There's coriander and cypress, known for their soothing and toning benefits. Witch hazel, which you'll find in any natural homemade toner recipes, which helps support a healthy inflammatory response. And aloe for, of course, its moisturizing properties. Okay, so then the third step is the Immortelle Hydrating Serum. So this is a really, really fantastic, cost-effective way to get some Immortelle. So this bottle by itself is $87, but if you buy the whole kit, all 4 items in the Verage skincare, it's $107. Plus, if you get the Immortelle roller, that 10 ml roller is I think around $80. So you can see by getting it's a fantastic deal to get these 4 complementary this skin kit together because you get some Immortelle. So this is a wonderful way to help with those signs of fine wrinkles, signs of aging. You can just apply this to your clean face upwards. You always want to stroke upwards. You don't want to stroke downwards because it helps prevent sagging. That's with anything on your face, any massage on your face, when applying anything to your face, makeup, cleansers, anything, you always want to be stroking upwards. And you only need a teeny tiny amount of this, okay? Teeny tiny amount. So it has the Immortelle blend in it, which supports the overall health of skin. The Immortelle blend, of course, has a lot of frankincense. So when people ask me what they can do for fine lines, first I would say Immortelle, but I'd say, hey, if you don't have that yet, then use your frankincense because your kit probably already came with that. And I know a lot of you guys got your frankincense for free last month, or even this month. This extended until the 15th of January. So if you get your free frankincense, that's another thing that you can apply to your face topically or add into your lotion. Okay, and then there's olive oil, jojoba oil, or jojoba oil, however you pronounce that one, and sunflower oils. And that supports the skin barrier function, which actually is a lot more than just looking nice, but like the skin is actually the first line of defense against toxins. Then we've got the lipid complex, which mimics the skin's natural surface lipids at their prime. Okay, and then the moisturizer. This is like the lightest moisturizer ever. It's so, like, don't you just hate it when you put on a moisturizer that's like really thick and like gloopy and like weighs you down and really oily and greasy? This is not that. It is so light and breezy. Like you really just need a very small amount. And so you can apply this to a clean face to promote firmness, elasticity, and hydration. So what's in this one, there's really special oil in here, juniper berry, which actually helps to inhibit the enzyme that causes the appearance of aging skin. I know, right? Juniper berry is one that I usually use in my nighttime sleepy blend with lavender and cedarwood, but it's fantastic for skin. It also has jasmine and geranium in, which have been traditionally used for dry and irritated skin. Sea buckthorn berry helps the skin retain moisture for anti-aging benefits, and shea butter, which of course is hydrating for the skin. So here we can see there's well, you probably can't see it, it's a bit too small there, but if you go to the website aromaticscience.com, you'll be able to look up and find that article that proves about the science behind how juniper berry oil inhibited the enzyme that causes wrinkling. Okay, so you can look that article up by yourself. Okay, so the Verage Skincare Collection is your natural solution for all your skincare needs. All right, let's stop sharing the screen now. Yeah, so what I love about this skincare system is it's 100% natural and it is affordable. I have seen people spend hundreds on skincare, like $500, and I'm like, guys, like you're overspending. There's quality and then there's just overspending, but this kit is so affordable and it's so effective because it has nature's best and nature's best essential oils in it. Obviously, we know doTERRA's oils are the most powerful and potent oils on the market. I was showing this kit to someone recently and they brought up a really great point, which I'd never even thought about before. I brought the bottles out and immediately she said, oh, it's packaged well. And I was like, oh yeah, it's pretty green bottles. She's like, no, it's all airtight. And I said, oh, what do you mean? She says, well, you know, if you have like a screw top, like I see my friends buy like $300 eye creams in a screw top, and then by the time you get to the bottom, like it's open to the air, and so it gets oxidized or it dries out. But by the time you get to the bottom, it is not the same cream that it should have been at the top, because it's been exposed to the air that whole time. However long it takes you to go through a cream, could be 6 months. And she said these are all airtight. You just like pump a little bit out, so it keeps the product, keeps the integrity of the product right until the very last drop. And I said, wow, I never really even thought about that before. But it's so true. Like, as you know, as we age, people spend a lot of money on like eye creams and certain things like that. And it's, she's saying, you know, by the time you get to the bottom, it's like not even really going to be doing anything, because it's been chemically altered by the you know, the interactions and with the oxidation in the air. So so there's another really good point. I mean, something that wasn't even advertised by doTERRA, something that I never even thought of. But the point is, the people behind making this really know what they're doing and are really taking care of us. So this is just one of the easiest ways to reduce your toxic load, right? 500 chemicals. That's not all from your skincare. It's going to be from everything around us. And there will be things we can't control, but there are certainly things we can control. So anything you put on your skin, any lotion, body butter, makeup, in the shower. In the shower is when you actually absorb most of the toxins, because your pores are open because of the heat. So you really want to, like, if you're going to start cleaning up, you know, what you're using in your home to reduce the toxicity, start in the shower, start in the bathroom, and then you work your way into the cleaning cabinet. So, you know, there's doTERRA body wash, doTERRA shampoo and conditioner. I've tried making my own shampoo and conditioner, and let me tell you, it is not worth the hassle, and it does not work at all. So I use the doTERRA shampoo and conditioner. For soap, I actually just use liquid castile soap. I just use that, and I add some oils in, and I dilute it a little bit, so it's like 50-50, and I have that in a pump. I use that for me and for my kids. It's just so easy and cost effective. And then I can add whatever oils in I want. So if you put peppermint in, it's so refreshing in the shower. If you haven't tried peppermint body wash or face wash or something in the shower yet, you are missing out. And it is a great way to wake you up in, like, on dull, cold winter mornings. I put some Holiday Joy in for the Christmas season. And then, of course, if you've got dry skin, like over winter, like jasmine, geranium, or myrrh, those can be very soothing to irritated skin too. So that's what I use in the shower. And then, yeah, just by switching your skincare from whatever you are using now to this doTERRA line is going to save your body from having a lot of chemicals, because it's perfectly designed to handle a certain amount, but not too much. If we give our body more toxins than it can handle, then there starts to be issues and problems, and it just leads to not optimal health, and then our body doesn't work as it was meant to, and then we're going to see kind of issues in other areas. So this is one simple, easy switch that you can make. Let me tell you, I've looked around. This is so affordable. It's so effective. And trust me, you can't make it yourself. Okay, so let me know if you've tried the Verage skincare and if you love it as much as I do. And I hope you learned a little bit about something about skincare today, and about the oils that you can use to support your skin, and about why it's so important that we look at our skincare and have that conversation. Another thing I just quickly wanted to mention to you was a website called EWG, the Environmental Working Group. So this is a group that rates chemicals and their potential toxicity. So we can say, like, you know, this chemical has been known to have harmful effects, and they'll give it a rating, like, out of 10. And they'll say, oh, this chemical, there's not really any concerns about it. And so what you can do is you can actually type in a product name and see where it rates on this toxicity scale. So if you're looking at different makeup brands or skincare brands, you can type it in and see, you know, what's the kind of like the worst ones to get. The tricky thing is that, like, perfume as an ingredient is very toxic, and that's in almost anything. Actually, even unscented things often still have that as an ingredient to take away the scent, which is kind of stupid. So you may not smell anything, but you're still getting the perfume chemicals on you, which is just bizarre. This whole thing is just bizarre because the FDA actually doesn't require any testing. Any testing of any skincare, personal care products before they go on the shelves. Isn't that ridiculous? They don't require any testing whatsoever. So that's why it's really important for us to be aware of these things, because they actually ban a lot more ingredients in Europe. And like the FDA's only banned like 5 products, 5 chemicals not to be used here, whereas the European Union has banned like over 1,000. So that's pretty scary when you think about it. So don't think that just because something's on the shelf, it's safe, it's government approved or whatever, because we really have to be, you know, in charge of our own healthcare. So that is why I chose doTERRA, because it is easy and safe. And hey, guess what? I get all the points, right? I get the free shipping, and I get it straight to my door, and I get reward points on this because I'm buying my oils anyway. I'm buying my shampoo there anyway. It just makes sense to buy this from there. And like I said, it's very well priced. Okay, so let me know if you're going to try it, and have a great day.